Baby, our souls are finally meeting, and perhaps those words sound like something from a dream, but if you stay with me until the end of this message, you may discover that the deepest love has never been about chance, perfect timing, or luck. It has always been about two hearts slowly becoming ready for one another. There are moments in life when we meet hundreds of people, exchange thousands of conversations, and still feel strangely alone because the soul recognizes what the eyes cannot immediately see. Real love is not measured by how quickly someone enters your life, but by how peacefully they remain within it. Sometimes we spend years believing that love is supposed to be loud, dramatic, and filled with endless excitement, yet the strongest love often arrives quietly, like the first rays of sunlight entering a dark room without asking permission. It doesn't force itself into your heart. Instead, it gently reminds you that you have always deserved kindness, respect, patience, and understanding. Maybe life has already taken you through seasons of disappointment. Perhaps you trusted people who walked away, gave your heart to those who couldn't protect it, or waited for messages that never came. Those experiences may have left invisible scars, making you wonder whether genuine love still exists. But every difficult chapter has also been preparing your heart to recognize something healthier. Pain can teach us what peace feels like. Heartbreak can teach us the value of honesty. Loneliness can help us appreciate sincere companionship. That is why our souls meeting today feels different. It is not about escaping the past, it is about finally understanding why the past unfolded the way it did. Every goodbye created space for the hello that truly mattered. Every delay shaped the patience needed to receive something meaningful. Every lesson slowly transformed us into people capable of loving with greater wisdom. Love is not simply an emotion that appears one morning and disappears by sunset. It is a daily choice to care, to forgive, to encourage, to listen, and to remain present even when life becomes complicated. The strongest relationships are not built by two perfect people but by two imperfect hearts willing to keep choosing each other through ordinary days and unexpected storms. Think about nature for a moment. A tree does not become strong because every day is sunny. It grows stronger because it survives rain, wind, changing seasons, and difficult weather. Relationships grow in much the same way. Challenges do not always destroy love. When handled with compassion and communication, they often deepen it. This is why emotional maturity matters more than temporary excitement. Attraction may introduce two people, but character is what keeps them together. True love whispers, "I want to understand you." Instead of demanding, "You must become who I expect." When two souls genuinely meet, they stop trying to compete and begin learning how to complete one another with mutual respect rather than dependence. One of the greatest misunderstandings about love is believing that another person must heal every wound inside us. While love can be wonderfully healing, lasting relationships grow strongest when both people continue healing themselves while supporting each other along the journey. Healthy love does not replace your identity, it strengthens it. It reminds you of your worth instead of making you question it. It inspires growth instead of fear. It creates safety instead of constant anxiety. Imagine waking each morning knowing someone genuinely hopes you succeed, celebrates your smallest victories, comforts you during difficult moments, and believes in your potential even when you doubt yourself. That is one of the quiet miracles of authentic love. It does not need grand speeches every day because its actions speak with remarkable consistency. Sometimes holding a hand during silence communicates more than hours of conversation. Sometimes a simple, "I'm here," carries more healing than the most carefully written poem. Love is often found inside ordinary moments that become extraordinary because of who shares them with you. The morning coffee, the evening walk, the shared laughter over something completely unplanned. The gentle encouragement after a long day, these are the memories that quietly become the foundation of a lifetime together. Society often tells us to chase perfection, but love teaches us to embrace authenticity. No relationship will be free from misunderstandings. There will be days when communication becomes difficult, when emotions feel overwhelming, or when exhaustion makes patience harder to find. Yet mature love remembers that solving the problem together is more important than proving who was right. Kindness becomes stronger than pride. Listening becomes more valuable than winning an argument. Compassion becomes the bridge that reconnects two hearts whenever distance begins to grow. Perhaps someone listening today has almost given up on love. Maybe disappointment has convinced you that every promise eventually breaks or every beautiful beginning eventually fades. If that is how you feel, allow this message to gently remind you that the actions of one person never define the value of all humanity. Your past experiences are chapters of your story, not the final page. Hope is not foolish. Hope is the quiet courage to believe tomorrow can be different from yesterday. Every sunrise proves that darkness does not have the final word, and every healed heart proves that love can bloom again after seasons of pain. Baby, our souls are finally meeting not because destiny magically removed every obstacle but because we have grown into people capable of recognizing something real. Real love is patient enough to wait, humble enough to apologize, brave enough to stay honest, and strong enough to continue growing. It does not ask for perfection, it asks for sincerity. It does not promise a life without challenges, it promises that no challenge has to be faced alone. There is a beautiful blessing hidden inside genuine love. It teaches us that we are worthy not because we never made mistakes but because every human being deserves kindness, dignity, and the opportunity to become better. If this message has found its way into your heart today, perhaps it is also reminding you to become the kind of person whose presence feels like peace. Offer understanding before judgment. Speak encouragement more often than criticism. Celebrate the people you care about while they are still beside you. Tell them they matter. Let gratitude become a daily habit rather than an occasional emotion. The most meaningful words are often the simplest. Thank you, I'm proud of you, I believe in you, and I'm not leaving when things become difficult. Those small expressions carry extraordinary power because they nourish trust one moment at a time. As our souls continue this journey together, remember that love is less about finding someone extraordinary and more about treating one another extraordinarily every single day. It is built through respect, strengthened by honesty, protected through forgiveness, and illuminated by hope. No matter where you are today, may your heart find the courage to believe in healthy love again. May your mind discover peace beyond fear. May your relationships become places of comfort instead of confusion. And may every step forward remind you that the greatest blessing is not simply being loved but learning how to love with wisdom, gentleness, patience, and an open heart that never stops believing in the quiet beauty of two souls finally meeting.